this was multiplication, we add. Okay, now with division, we subtract. So here, if we have m to the 12 over m to the 4th, it'll be m to the 8. 12 minus 4. So you take those exponents and you subtract them. Okay, so on number 1, if we have x to the 5th over x cubed, we do 5 minus 3, we have x squared. Okay, now, if we throw a number in the mix, it's the same deal. If we have a number and we have variables, we just do them all separately. So we would do 20 divided by 2, which is 10. Now, if I have k to the 6th over k to the 1st, that would be 6 minus 1, which is 5. Now, j to the what? J to the negative 3rd. All right, number 3. Now we have a to the 5th over a to the negative 5th. That's 5 minus negative 5. What's 5 minus negative 5? 10. 5 minus a negative 5. Let me write it. What happens when we have double negatives? Okay, and then we have 7 minus 2, b to the 5th. We tracking? All right, number 4. What's my power on x going to be? My power on x, 0. Okay, and then y to the negative 1st over y to the negative 5th. That would be negative 1 minus a negative 5. We add 5 to be 4. Ooh. Okay, and then z to the 7. Now we can simplify x to the 0 to be what? 1. So we'd end up with y to the 4th, z to the 7. Pretty easy? No? Okay, property 6. Property 6. Raising a quotient or a fraction to a power. So this is like our power to a power multiply, but now we have a fraction. So here, if I'm distributing n to the inside, I do it to the numerator and the denominator. Okay, so you'd have a to the n over b to the n. So here, if I'm distributing my square, I would do 3 squared, which is 9. M to the 1st squared, that'd be 1 times 2, m squared, over n to the 8, right? Because you would do 4 times 2 for our power. Nailed it. All right, number 5. So on the top here, I would do 3 cubed. What's 3 cubed?
27.
27. Okay, again, you can do this in your calculator if you need to. If you don't know what that is, that's okay. What about 5 cubed?
125.
125.
You know, I knew that.
You just multiply.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your question?
If we could simplify.
If you can simplify it, do it. You can't simplify this one. But if you could, yes. Okay. Now we have number 6. Z to the 2/3 to the 3rd. What do I do with that 2/3 and that 3rd power? Times them. Multiply them. 2/3 times 3 is 2. So you'd have z squared. What's my denominator going to be? 5 to the 3rd power. 125. Good, 125. All right, number 7. What's 4 squared? And x cubed squared? X to the 6. Multiply the 3 and the 2. Okay, a to the 5th to the 4th would be a to the 20th. A to the 3/4 to the 4th. A to the 3rd. Okay, now again, if you need to do 3/4 times 4 in your calculator, that's okay. I'm not expecting you to know what those are all the time. That's okay. Now, take a look at number 8. Can we simplify it further? Yes, we just talked about property 5, which is division. So when I have division, what do I do with my exponents? Subtract them. Subtraction. We have Donald Duck in here. Okay. I say weird, really weird things sometimes up here too. Okay, we have some multiple choice. So on multiple choice, okay, sometimes we can use Desmos, sometimes we can't. When can we use Desmos? Whenever we have numbers only. Okay, here we have some variables, so we can't do that. All right, so if we simplify this, what's 8 over 16? How can I reduce that fraction? 1/2. Okay, and then x to the 12th over x to the negative third. It would be 12 minus negative 3. So it would be x to the 15th over 2, or 1/2 x to the 15th. Yep, that works. All right, number 2, which is equivalent to, all right, what am I going to do with my 3 and my cube? What's 3 cubed? 27. Okay, and then n to the, and then k to the, all right. Do we have it? Yes, it's right here. Okay, I want you to work on, do you put numbers 1 through 8? Is that the only practice?
No. We have 1 through 8, and this is all skills review 9 to 16.
Okay, let's do this. You guys just want to finish the notes out?
Yeah.
Just want to do property 7, get it over with.
Yeah.
Let's keep going on to property 7. Okay, we'll come back and we'll do the review.
We're smart. Yes, we are.
Oh, I gotta pull up a different slide. Hold on.
Oh, that's not.
Give me just a sec here, group.
My mom told me. Oh, your birthday? Oh, no. Yeah. What? No.
Okay, ready for next section?
Yeah.
Ready for next?
It's her birthday.
Today it is?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
I don't sing.
Happy birthday to you. You dance and just go ahead. Happy birthday, dear Happy. Happy birthday to you. Okay. All right, property 7. Let's go to that. So for every non-zero number a, okay, and integer n, where we have like a to the negative n, like for example x to the negative second, something like that, okay, we just move it. So this would be like over, this would be like over 1. So if I move it downstairs, it becomes positive. So wherever it's located, if it's in the numerator and it's negative, move it to the denominator. If it's in the denominator, move it to the numerator. It flips the sign, okay? So here, if I have 2x squared over 3b to the negative 5th, the only part that I am moving is the b to the negative 5th. The 3 is staying there. So I would have 2x squared b to the 5th, because it was negative downstairs, move it upstairs, it became positive, and then we would leave the 3 down there. That's the answer. That's all you can do to simplify it. Okay, so down here in the bold print, always remember the fraction house. Exponents are only happy if they are positive. They have to move floors to get positive. Probably not. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, so this is technically, they can be happy either place, but like this one's in the numerator and unhappy, so we're going to move into the denominator. Okay, now, so I went ahead and moved into the denominator, but I can simplify 9 squared. What's 9 squared? 81. So I'd have 1 over 81.
Oh.
All right, what's anything to the power of 0? 1. All right, 3. What would I do to that b to the negative 3rd? 1 what?
1 to the B.
Where do I put it, Laura?
The one on bottom.
Yes, I flip the whole fraction, okay, in this case. Or you just think about it this way, move that B downstairs. Okay, now, when on number 4, we don't flip the fraction. The 7 is fine where he's at.
Yeah.
But the m to the negative 9, not so much. So we're going to move the m to the 9th upstairs.
Do we have to put it over 1? Or...
No, you do not have to. Sometimes it helps people to visually see it that way, so if you want to, you can. Okay, now we're going to simplify. Okay, now we're going to do some simplification here. 5a to the 3rd, b to the negative 2nd. What part do I have to move? Just the b to the 2nd. Okay, everything else was fine. It was just the b to the negative 2nd, so that had to go downstairs. Okay, since my x to the negative 5th is not happy downstairs, we're going to move them upstairs. Okay, you could write it like that. If you want to put it over 1, that's okay as well. Okay, what part on number 7 is going to move?
No, 4c negative 3.
Not the 4. The c to the negative 3rd. The 4b stays upstairs. The c to the 3rd moves downstairs. Anything that's negative, yep. So in this case, the n to the negative 5th is going to become positive down here, but that m squared is already happy downstairs. So the m squared stays. You tracking?
Last year, our math teacher said he did like a hotel. So if they're unhappy on the bottom floor,
Move them up. Yeah, smart. Very smart. That's all I can think about. Okay, which of the following is equivalent to? Now, if we take 2 to the negative 3rd power, okay, it's going to look like that. Just leave it like that for the first step. Okay, and then x to the negative 2nd to the negative 3rd. What do I do with that negative 2 and that negative 3? Multiply it so I get x to the 6th. Now, what has to move downstairs? Or to the bottom floor? Yes, the x to the 6th is fine, but the 2 to the 3rd power was not fine. Okay, what is 2 to the 3rd? Yep, 8. So you should have the denominator of 8.
I know. No, I'm so
All right, number 2, select all of the following that are equivalent to this guy here. Oh, wow, we got a lot. Okay. So, what I would look at is first look at numbers. Jeremiah, please focus. Okay, look at the numbers first. What whole numbers am I going to multiply together?
4 and 2.
4 and 2. What's 4 times 2? Okay, so we know we're going to have the 8. What's my power on x going to be?
Negative 2.
9 plus negative 11 is negative 2. And then y to the first. Okay, if I simplify it, what do I need to move? Yes. Okay, you're going to see me write, put the answer in simplest form with all positive exponents. So I want you to get all positive exponents. So we know that that's this guy here. We're going to have to simplify some other stuff, huh? Not that guy. So if I do 9 plus negative 11,
How big are the other Y's?
4 minus 3 is 1.
I just know the X. But you did 9. Oh, you added.
Oh yeah, you're thinking division. You're thinking division. You're fine. Okay, so then these other 3, we need to simplify those. What's 32 divided by 4? Okay, negative 2 minus a negative 3. Y, okay? And then x to the 5th over x to the 7th. Is that going to be the same thing? 8y over x squared? Yep. Okay, the next one, I want you to go ahead and simplify these two. We'll just use it as practice. Okay, simplify the other two and see if they're 8y over x squared.
They're both not right. Oh my goodness.
You dropped it the first 2 times.
Okay, once you're done, go ahead and check up here and see if you have the same answers as I did. Okay, any questions, any issues? Okay, is that the end for that one?
Yeah. Well,
Let's practice on the other two.
there's practice.
Okay, yeah, okay. Here's what I want you to do now. Go back to the practice that we just skipped. Do that one first. Okay, when you get that done, then go to the last practice. We have a quiz tomorrow over this stuff. Okay? Because we only have 18-minute period tomorrow. So we're going to have a quiz. Okay? Very short. Half sheet of paper. Okay, very short. And then Wednesday, we will do retakes. Okay? We'll do retakes on our test. If you're not retaking, then I will have some exponent rule stuff for you.